Alright, I've already added text to my next slide. If you're building this along with me, then you should go ahead and pause the video and add text to your slide, then make it look just like this. Now we'll add the animations, so click the Animations tab. Okay, right now the word Mobile Ready is all in one text box, but I want to animate these two words separately. So what I need to do is highlight the word Ready. I'm going to cut that from this box, go to Insert, insert a new text box, and then paste the word Ready in there. Well, it's a little bit too small, so I'm going to click the word Mobile, then click the Format Painter, and paint that formatting onto Ready. Alright, now we have two text boxes. I want the word Mobile to fly in from the left, and the word Ready to fly in from the right. So I'll go back to Animations, click Fly In, for Effect Options from Left, then click Ready, Fly In, Effect Options from Right. Since there are two separate animations, I want these to fly in a little bit faster, so I'll have Mobile come in at 0.25, on click, also have Ready come in at 0.25, and I'm going to have that come in after Previous. Now I can also play this animation from this little play button right here. Now I see that I did something wrong because Mobile's flying in from the bottom. I want it to fly in from the left, so I'll go back to Effect Options, then click From Left. I'll hit the play button again, and that's better. Now for this black text, I want this to float in. I want it to float downward, so I'll click Float Down. For start, I'll set it to After Previous. And the duration, I'm going to leave it at 1 second because I want it to float down slowly. Okay, let's check it out in the reading view. Your site will be completely mobile ready, so it will look great on all devices. Okay, good, that was smooth. Now the last thing we need to do for this slide is add a transition. Click the Transitions tab. And I want this one to rotate, and for Effect Options from the bottom. Now I'll save my work and add a new slide. Here's our next slide, and as you can see we have 4 text boxes. So go ahead and pause the video, make this slide, then come back and we'll add the animations. Now let's add the animations. Click the Animations tab, click State of the Art, and we're going to use a wipe on this one. Now go to Effect Options, I want this to wipe from the top. Now I'll click Search Engine. I want this line to float in, and I want it to float down. I also want the last line to float down, so I'll use the Animation Painter and copy the line above it. Just like that. I want the first line to come in on click with a duration of 0.5. Oops, wrong way. The second line to come in after Previous with a duration of 0.5. And the third line also to come in after Previous with a duration of 0.5. Now as tested in the reading view. Next, we'll drive targeted traffic to your site through our state-of-the-art search engine optimization program. Good enough. Now let's go back and add our transition. For this transition, we'll rotate. Here's rotate right here. And then we'll rotate from the top. Now I'm not sure if we set the duration in the last slide, but we want all of our durations to be 0.50. For transitions, that is. So you may have to go back to your last slide and make that change. Now let's add the next slide. Here's the next slide, so let's add the animations. I want extensive to fly in from the left. On click, I'll leave it at 50. Social media, I want this to fly in from the right. From the right here. After Previous, 0.50. And promotions, I want that to fly in from the bottom. Also at 50 and after Previous. Let's check it in the reading view. Additional traffic will come from our extensive social media promotions. Okay, next, let's add the transition, and we'll have this one rotate in from the bottom. And I'll change the duration to 0.50. We're moving along now. Here's the next slide. Let's go to Animations. This will be easy. I'm going to have all 3 of these words zoom in. So we'll click the first one, then click Zoom. Then for Effect Options, I'm going to put Slide Center. Now I'll use the Animation Painter, so I'll select the first word, click the Animation Painter, select the second word, click the Animation Painter, and select the third word. Now for the second word, I'm going to have this come in after Previous, also with the third word after Previous. I'll leave the durations set to 0.50. And the last line here, I want this one to fly in, and I want it to come in from the left after Previous with a duration of 0.50. Let me check this with my play button here. Okay, looks good. Now I'll check it for speed in the reading view. We'll build you an effective lead capture system for a steady flow of leads. Okay, for a steady flow of leads seems to be coming in too fast, so I'm going to go back and change that from after previous to on click. Okay, I'll select this for a steady flow of leads, then change this to on click. Now go back to the reading view and try it again. We'll build you an effective lead capture system for a steady flow of leads. Okay, that's good. So let's go back and add the transition. Go to transitions and we'll select the rotate from the top. Change the duration to 0.50 and we're all set. Well, we only have 3 more slides to go. We'll wrap that up in the next video. Then we'll be done with the basics and ready to move on to the more advanced stuff.